to facilities. Any comment? Seeing none. We'll move to the first item, which is obsolete items for review. We have letters A through K. Seems that most of them are handled in the usual either recycle or they're go to public surplus. Most of them. Any questions on any of those? Okay, so second item then is change order approvals. Jeff, would you like to talk about those?
Sure, thank you. Change order number 1 from David Randall Associates. It's Graff's partial roof replacement project we had over the summer, project number 23091, general, of a deduct of $3,764 of unused material allowance credit back. And we have another change order number 1 from ASL Refrigeration. That was West Rock Hills AC replacement project, 23094. Deduct of $12,000 credit unused material allowance.
Any questions on either of those? No? Okay, so that will move on to our next agenda as well. Third item is the Catalyst Prep SAT ACT Prep proposal, which is discussion on building usage waiver, or waiving the fee for the building usage there. Sean, do you want to speak about that?
Sure. This was a program that came to me through Dr. Scheid, and I believe from Mrs. Yarley, correct?
Right, for the Education Foundation.
Okay, great. So this is an SAT ACT prep program that is run on a Saturday and Sunday combination. A certain number of hours on Saturday and then a certain number of hours on the following day on Sunday. This is for our students and any other, I guess, students who would sign up to attend. The reason we're bringing it in front of the board is because the district will have some costs on Sunday for custodial time. Jeff will have to bring someone in to open the building, have someone there during the hours that the program is run, and then close the building and secure the building afterwards, after all the kids and the proctors or the people who are teaching the course leave the building. So the folks did ask for a waiver of any fees, which the cabinet feels this is a very worthwhile project to run, but according to our board policy for facility use, we needed to bring this to the board because there is a cost that the district will have on Sunday that the district will incur, and we would need to waive the fees and the costs. However, there is some money, as I understand from Dr. Scheid, and that will come back to the district from this program. Don't know exactly how much, but that will help offset our costs.
So the fees that are shown in here that are collected from the students, a
Yes.
portion of that will come to the district.
Right.
So, and it's you had said about 5 to 6 hours on a Sunday for the custodians roughly?
Yeah, because custodian will have to come in before the program, stay, and then, of course, be there after for a while to secure the building and make sure that things are in proper order for Monday morning before they come meet. So
Yeah, it says here, based on student size, 20 to 40 students, they'll donate 500 back, 41 plus $1,000, so that would help.
So we very well could get all of our costs covered by the program, but again, we're talking about a Sunday event here, and it was important for you as the board to know about it and to authorize it.
Any comments?
Yeah, I just had a question, because I brought it up as a fundraiser for the Education Foundation. So I don't know where then,
I'll leave it up here.
No, well, because we still had it, because at Southerton, the Southerton Education Foundation has it, and they use it as a fundraiser, and then it's held at the school, and it's an SAT boot camp, and they do it on a Saturday and Sunday, and they've done it a couple times now. So then I asked for the Education Foundation if we could run it. So I guess we just have to agree if the money would go directly to the school or if it would go through the Education Foundation.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, that's a board.
But
That's our-
really, it's the, I mean, it's the, you know, the money comes back to the school, but.
Right now, the money will come back to the school. It's the question you're saying is where it goes if the schools
Well, I guess it's just a matter of how it's set up.
with the Education Foundation, with it, you mean?
Right. Well, how it's set up with
Yeah.
the catalyst.
Well, the board could say, we would like the program in place, we're willing to have it, have no usage, no fee usage, and district would cover the cost of the custodian. Or the board could say, we'll have it, but we would like the cost of the custodians to be covered out of the monies coming back, and the rest of the money can go to the Ed Foundation. Or the board can say, no, if we're having it here, all the funds are coming to the district. So really, I mean, it's a board decision on how you would like to run it and how you would like to split up. So.
But the question here is obviously just on the usage fee waiver, not how we're splitting the funds that are coming in necessarily.
You could, right, you could do that all in
That's
one.
part
That's part
of
of it.
waiving the fee.
Right, because you're waiving the fee for catalyst to use it, right? And we don't have any, there are no SAT prep classes offered here, or ACT prep classes offered at the high school. So besides, I mean, there's the one.
There
in
is
school.
one, but it's not,
It's online.
yeah.
It's an
yeah.
online course now.
Now, it changed last year, from last
Oh,
year.
but during the school day, but I'm saying kids who can't put it into their schedule, there's nothing here. So it's also, it's a service to the
So we
kids.
are, it is a service, and from what I read in here, the cost is, you know, if I'm understanding this correctly.
Yeah, I think it says it's 175. Right.
Which is much more reasonable than going out to a service which charges, you know, upwards of almost $1,000 sometime for these same courses. So yes, in that respect, I agree that, you know, it is a service that you're doing. Again, the donation back is dependent on the size that you have participate. You know,
Right.
you could only have 20 to 40, and it's only $500, and if we're covering our expenses, then that's a smaller donation to the Education Foundation. But I don't have a problem with waiving the fee because, as Mrs. Yardley said, you know, I think it's a service that we're providing for the students, an opportunity and a lot of savings compared to having to go take these types of courses.
This has not come before the curriculum committee, so I don't know much about it, frankly. But I'm confused because there is the boot camp price that's $175, but then there's the course camp, which is a much longer period of time for $699. Are we interested only in offering the boot camp, or are we doing both? What are we doing?
We were talking just about the boot camp. Yeah, just about the boot camp.
Which is just the,
Yes.
that's the 2-day, the
Right,
weekend,
and
yeah,
$175.
Right.
yeah. Any other, Mary, on the fee?
I'm fine.
Are you okay with that?
I'm fine.
No? Okay. So we'll move forward with that, as far as how the donation is handled. We can discuss that
Right, and
later.
we can see how much everything costs.
Yeah. Okay. So we will we'll move forward with that then. The last item is the price proposal for a 7-passenger van.
This is the van that we need to purchase to replace the van that was demolished in a traffic accident a few months ago. And we have a CoStar's price of $23,123 for the purchase of that 7-passenger van. So the CoStar's program does a statewide bid for these vehicles. So it covers our legal requirements for bidding. So the van has been bid, follow the bidding procedures, and then the dealers then give us their best price under the CoStar's program. And we got a cost of, like you said, $23,123. We do have funds in the budget that we can use to cover the cost of this van. We do not have to transfer from capital or from budgetary reserve. We had some excess dollars left from our bus purchases this year. We had $850,000 purchased. They came in around $820,000 to $825,000. So we do have enough room within the budget to make this purchase and replace that van that was demolished in the accident.
Was there any cost recovery from the insurance, the accident?
The van was totaled, and it was a very small amount, very negligible, because the van was very old and it had roughly about 200,000 miles on it, but it was a between 10 and 12-year-old van, so we didn't get a whole lot back.
I didn't know if you wanted to comment on that.
No, it was old, it was, had a lot of mileage, you know.
Okay.
If we got 400, I don't know what we got back. We'd be
Yeah.
happy with that.
Yeah, it was on its last leg, and it got finished.
How soon is it a quick delivery on it then, for it to be used?
Normally they are.
Can you turn your mic on?
You know different.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Normally they are.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So we're good with moving this forward as well?
right, okay. I'd like to move it forward, just have the board.
But when you're saying normally it's quick, the board meeting is not until January 23rd, unless we have the special board meeting in early January to approve this.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of my question I'm throwing out there, because I know Dr. Redigan has noted that that's now potentially on our agenda.
We've
The
been,
special board meeting, that is.
we've been using one of our spares, so if we do have a special voting meeting, this is something that, that we certainly would like to move forward to that special voting meeting, just so we can get the process going, Dr. Gurnell. But if we don't have that special voting meeting, this is not a reason just to have the special voting meeting. We're okay.
Waiting until the end of
Yeah,
January?
because like I
Okay.
said, we're using one of our backups. And,
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? That's our last item. Any public comment?
Sue Furlong, West Rock Hill Township. Obviously, I don't have the handout, and it was a little confusing trying to understand what you're doing with the SAT scores, or boot camp, with the Pennridge Education Foundation. From what I could discern, and again, it's a little confusing when you're in the audience, it sounds as if we, the district, are charging students a nominal amount compared to what they might have to pay. $175, $200 instead of $1,000. So in the event that we are trying to provide a service at a discount, I don't know why, as a taxpayer, it appears, if I understood correctly, that I have to pick up the custodial costs or waive a use fee, building use fee. If we're doing a service at a deep discount, I don't think, by the time you spread it out over the number of participants, it's unreasonable to say, oh, by the way, when you use the building, there is a fee. And I know that it's reduced when it's Pennridge students, but I don't know that an event on the weekend is only going to draw Pennridge students. So I certainly don't owe any benefits to somebody from Souderton or Central Bucks or somewhere else. So I don't understand why I need to pick that up as a taxpayer when we're already providing a discount to the students who may or may not be Pennridge students. I also don't understand why, if the district is conducting this activity, that we're handing these funds over to the Education Foundation, who I guess 6 months from now hopefully will hand it back to us, and they decide where the money is to be spent based on requests from the different teachers. If our district is providing the event and providing the facility and the administration of the event, why put a third party into the equation to take the money? Maybe they're administering it, I couldn't quite figure that part out, but why would they charge to do that if they are supposed to be doing things for the benefit of the district? If it's our money, we keep it. I prefer that the Education Foundation do events that don't amount to where we're just circulating the same money. You know, this is our money, we're doing the SAT thing. Why give it to them to give it back to us? That doesn't make any sense. It's our event, it's our money. If they want to administer it, that's fine. Charge their fees that should be charged so that the taxpayer's not picking this up. And handle this like a business event, okay? You know, giving away use fees and giving away the proceeds. No, you know, I don't understand what your thinking is on that. Can you explain that, please?
No, I don't have an explanation, it's public comment, so it's not a back and forth discussion on it, so we discussed it among us, so thank you for your comments.
Okay, I'm not making a comment. I'm asking to understand why, if we are collecting money, we're giving it away, and I'd like to know why we're going against policy and not collecting a use fee for the building. So you don't have to answer that right now, but I would like to be contacted with an explanation as to why these decisions are being made. You don't have to tell me right now if you don't want to back and
We've
forth.
done this before.
I don't care if you've done it before. Then you put that in your explanation when you contact me.
Thanks for your comment.
It wasn't a comment, it was a couple of questions.
Okay,
Why?
thank you. Anybody else have anything? Then we're adjourned. That are necessarily needed to be on there at that time, so thank you.
Is there not finance either?
No, either one.
Either
Correct.
one.
Store facilities. So the next finance facilities will be in February.
You know what, those numbers in the column, though?
From the audit?
No, Mark. Which isn't a bad idea.